Hey everybody, 3D Icicle Freeze here. In the last episode, we pretty much got here to Twist Mountain, and we went through defeating some trainers, and talking about the runaway guys for a while. In this episode, we are, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm not too sure if we're gonna finish Twist Mountain, but we're definitely gonna continue further, and obviously, hopefully get, closer to the end. Anyway, we got this big tough guy here. Why do I dig? Why do you fight? Let's find out. I don't fight, I battle to become the best trainer in the world. Hiker Neil. I don't like Hiker Neil. Why is he questioning me? No, I'm kidding. I actually kind of like that name, Neil. I actually had a good friend named Neil in high school, but he graduated a year before me, so that wasn't, our friendship didn't live too long, and it was only for like a year, so, yeah, let's talk about my sad story of how many friends I miss that graduate. Nah, I'm kidding. Honestly, for those struggling in high school and middle school, believe me when I say it gets better. College is a lot better. The work is a little more tough, but in terms of the immaturity of students, it gets a lot better. Even in high school, it gets significantly better. So, mine, no, okay. I really struggled, out of all seriousness, now going on to a serious note, I really did struggle in middle school with anxieties and whatnot, and when I say anxieties, I mean actual anxiety, like I take medication for it, which now I'm obviously, good with, but, what's it called, because that's actually something really quick, just to go into a rabbit hole, a side path in the conversation, it really bothers me when people say, oh, I'm having anxiety right now. You don't know what anxiety is until you've gone out and you are sweating, your palms are shaking, and you feel like you're gonna throw up, and there's absolutely no reason for it. And you keep telling yourself in your head that there's actually no reason for it, but you still feel that way anyway. That, my friend, is anxiety. So, in other words, if you're nervous or something, just say you're nervous. Don't say you have anxiety, because people with real anxiety, it's really an issue. Like, it's very scary, and I'm sorry to go on this rant. It just kind of bothers me when people say, like, oh, I have anxiety, because believe me, you don't, because I know, because I do. And it's very, very, stressful and honestly frustrating and obviously anxious. At least it causes a lot of anxiousness. So, anyway, now going out of that rabbit hole and onto the, back onto the original topic. Middle school was very frustrating for me, because I really couldn't be who I wanted to be. And what I mean by that is, I'm someone who, I like to talk a lot. I like to, clearly, anyway, I like to talk a lot. I like to ask a lot of questions. I like to make sure I know what I'm doing. So I ask a lot of questions. And then I kind of just like to have fun. And I think it's funny that a lot of my friends that, like I used to do things in middle school that my friends would be like, Jake, stop. What the heck are you doing? That they do now and they think it's funny. But it's like, I used to do that and you didn't think it was funny. It's like they were trying to be cool or something. And it's like, I was cool before cool was even a thing. No, I'm kidding. No, but out of all seriousness, I've always been a little bit more mature than my own grade. And, what's it called? Even in, those terms, just doing, little things, here's a great example, actually. My friend Dom, he doesn't even realize this, but, in the hallway, I'd come up to him, in middle school, I'd come up to him and hug him, and he'd be like, Jake, what are you, gay? Stop. And then, now in high school, and even in college, he literally jumps on me. And I'm just like, hi, Dom. You know what I'm saying? It's just very, it's like, I hugged people in a gay manner before it was gay. No, by the way, guys, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around. Although I am serious about how I always feel like I've just been a little bit more mature than, people in my grade, but, oh well. Oh well. Anyway, by the way, if this was winter, these vending machines and basically everything I'm standing on would not be accessible to you, including what I'm going to show you right here. Okay, by the way, in terms of winter, I'm pretty sure, yes, I'm pretty sure this is open. Don't quote me on that. Yes, because that's the way to Icarus City, which, by the way, we're almost there. But there's something that, if it was winter, you would not be able to go to that hole. But first, I just want to see, there's got to be an item here. Why else would they make this, ledge? Maybe it has something to do with winter. Maybe you go up here and then there's more snow and then... Yeah, I think that's actually what it is. But anyway, if it is winter, I believe you can't come in here. Talk to this guy. He says, if you look for something in an empty place like this, you could discover things. This guy will become very important later. In terms of later, I mean the aftergame. So, he will become very useful then. Now, you have this little room here, which I actually find very beautiful. Now, I think you guys know winter's my favorite season. So, I love this little big... I meant to say this little room, but I love this big rock. And if you click on it, it says, it's a rock covered with ice. Touching it could make you freeze. Alright, obviously not going to touch it. This rock will become important later, obviously not now. Come in here, you get one of my favorite, actually my favorite steel-type move, Flash Cannon. Great special attacking move. I prefer special attackers more of the time, not always. And I love Flash Cannon. I think it has 80 base power, so it's got really good power. It has a chance of lowering their special defense. It's a very good TM. Which actually, I'm going to see if I can actually teach that to someone. I don't actually think I can, but I might as well try. Okay, yeah, nobody can learn it. Oh well. But hey, anyway, yeah, it's a great TM. I like it a lot. Alright, and actually Cryogonal can learn that. Anyway, if you come over here... Huh? Pretty strong. But you're only strong because you trainers are controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, if that's what you want, you should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That is not real strength. Hey there, you are. We found... I made that sound like a name. I was like, hey there, you are. We found that thing we were looking for. We should head to the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of this world. Now, let's gather around our kings, Lord N. Okay. Those guys, I don't know what they found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. Jake, I'm going to stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? Good questions, Charon. Good questions. Anyway, I don't believe there's any items here. I also believe that this isn't... Oh, this is not a dead end. I forgot about this little side path here. Okay, so might as well come out. And you got this little ledge here, which... Actually, with winter, this would be accessible, so you'd be able to come in through here during the winter. Do I have just a repel? Just one repel? Like a little one? A baby repel? You know, just like a little small, eensy, teensy, tiny repel. Crap! Alright, fine, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna run into some Pokemon, but oh well. Alright, so let's head into Icarus City right after this foe. I love Gerder's clown-looking nose. Looks cool. Alright, so we almost got everyone to level 40, actually, too. We have 3 members that are 40. Galvantula's almost 40. And anyway... Hey, it's Cedric! Hello, Jake, how is Galvantula? Ah, this Galvantula has really taken a shine to you. The Pokedex is important, but time spent having fun together is also important. Say, I just had a thought. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? I have, but the viewers actually haven't. I'm not surprised. Well, that's not necessarily true. But hey, for the story's sake, we're gonna say no. And I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. Okay, give this story a listen. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's the place where legendary Pokemon came to life, or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Icarus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows, because no one has ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know. The kind of feeling is pure adventure, and I'm not too old for some adventuring. Away I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. Alright, so really quick, you can actually find Pokemon. By the way, if you were to come right down in here, you can actually, on that water, you can run into Pokemon. So I'd recommend you be careful. The new Pokemon you can find in the spring, well, first, if you talk to this woman, she says, everybody has a different reason for their trips, and the same can be said for giving gifts. I'll give you this to commemorate this encounter with you. She gives you TM31 Brick Break, which is a fantastic TM, which I'm actually going to put on some Pokemon right now. Anyway, the new Pokemon you could find in the spring, you can find different Pokemon than you would find in the winter and in other seasons. So in the spring and some other seasons, obviously I'm going to specify, you're going to see on screen right now, Shelmet. Shelmet is a pure bug type. It evolves into a Selgor, which is also a pure bug type. How it evolves, basically you have to trade your Selgar with their Carablast. Shelmet is really not a good Pokemon, but a Selgor is a fantastic Pokemon. Really fast, good special attacker. I can totally recommend this Pokemon. Again, finding someone to trade with, though, can be a bit of an issue. But other than that, if you could find someone to trade with, it's a fantastic Pokemon, and I really like it a lot. It's very underrated. So, that's just one of the Pokemon. The next new Pokemon you can find here is Stunfisk. Stunfisk is a ground electric type Pokemon. I hate to say it, Stunfisk is really not a good Pokemon, in all honesty. I really am not a big fan of Stunfisk. I think it looks really funny, and it's very adorable looking. Very charming, I guess is the word you could use. But it's really not a good Pokemon, honestly. It's just really not a good Pokemon. It's just, I hate to say it's a little disappointing, but yeah, no, I mean, if you really want it, you could. It does have a lot of resistances, and, it is immune to electricity, but hey, you know, I think at this point you found a better electric type or ground type at this point. Anyway, come over to this guy, and he will sell you the ultimate, TMs. He will sell you, Blizzard, Thunder, and Fire Blast. Now, obviously, be careful. As you can see, I don't have a lot of money. So if you're going to choose one, be very careful, because, yes, you can continue to use it over and over again, but they're obviously very expensive. I am going to be buying Blizzard, but not for a little bit. Or maybe Thunder. We'll see. All I know is I'm probably not going to be buying Fire Blast for a while. So yeah. So anyway, I like the little happy music that's here. But really quick, there's something I totally forgot to show you guys. And I can't even believe I forgot this, because this is very important. I don't know why. I feel like I've done this, but maybe I haven't. But either way, obviously, you'll see, like, I'll cut this out or something, or if I did actually do this. But I'm pretty sure I didn't do this. So, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. Here on, this route, I totally forgot to go over a new Pokemon, and I sincerely apologize. So what you're gonna want to do is come over here. Oh, well, first of all, we have an item over here, so actually that's one good reason. So I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to extend this video a little longer. I'm going to put a max repel up, just so I can get by really quick. Come on! Get out of there. Alright, let's put a max repel up. Alright, so this isn't so bad. There's an item here, which is nice. It gives me a little bit more of a reason to come here. Again, I might have gone over this Pokemon. Hopefully I didn't. If not, it is a good Pokemon, so it's nice to go over. Come over here, you get the Silk Scarf. That's a held item. Raises the power of normal type moves. Very good. Very nice to put that on a Stoutland with Giga Impact. The power is unbelievable. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to surf here. You could go up a little further, but I just decided I might as well go here. Then you're going to want to, go into the grass and then surf over here. and you're going to see this little cave, which we actually saw from the other side of those trees. Now you're going to see it's pitch black, so you're going to need flash, which I believe we don't actually have. I always forget because it's not an HM anymore, it's a TM. So I'm just going to check really quick. Again, I'm pretty sure we don't have it. Okay, so we do actually have flash, so we could go through some of these caves, but I'm actually not going to for a little while. But anyway, there's actually a new Pokemon here in this little cave. And actually, I just want to look. What is the name of this cave, actually? Millistranton Cave. Okay, so this is the real Millistranton Cave, not Twist Mountain. Anyway, or Chargestone Cave. What's it called? So anyway, in Millistranton Cave, you can find one new Pokemon that I actually haven't mentioned. His name is Axew! Axew was a pure dragon type and evolves into Fracture, and then after that, the mighty Haxorus. Axew is not a good Pokemon, but Fracture and Haxorus are excellent Pokemon. They learn Dragon Dance, they have great move pools, their attack stat is insane. I could totally recommend this Pokemon for you. What I would say is try and get a good nature with it, because I feel like it's not, I feel like it could be better, but it's really not. Again though, it's not a bad Pokemon. It's really, first of all, it has a sick design. But more than that, to me, its defenses I just wish were a little better. Again, not a bad Pokemon. I could totally recommend it. As you know, all dragon types are, not all, but most of them are very powerful, so can definitely recommend Haxorus to you, or Axew, rather. Another thing to note, Axew is going to be very difficult to train up. Once you get Fracture, Fracture is a good Pokemon, so you won't have too much trouble after that. Well, I think we've covered a lot in this episode. I think we finished Twist Mountain. We went ahead and we got that item and went over the new Pokemon, and we even got to see what Charon is aspiring to. He's obviously taken what the champion has said into deep consideration. So, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next episode, we are going to excuse me, my voice was trailing off there a little bit. In the next episode, we are hopefully going to be taking on the 7th Gym Leader. Wow, I can't even believe that. Yeah, the 7th Gym Leader. I will see you guys next time.